Hi, it's Jenny. This is my video of the TBR for the Readathon that starts on the 5th of July and continues until the 11th of July here in Sweden. We are doing a summer Readathon. So this is the potential reading that the pile of books that I will be choosing from during this readathon when I need to pick up a book. The theme for this readathon is shame, TBR shame. So I will be telling you a bit about the books and why they are a bit shameful for me to not have been that I haven't read them yet, so to speak. And I will be telling you a bit about the books as well. So let's start. There are a whole of 9 books in this pile, so I have to pick up a pace, so to speak. The first one is this. It's Eva Luna by Isabel Allende. It's a book in Spanish. I had this for a oral exam in Spanish in the B course at university in spring of 2004. I read almost the whole book. I had no time to read the last 30 pages or so. So this is an unread book, you can call it that. And it's about Eva Luna and her life. She's a storyteller or something like that. That's all I could figure out or find out through Goodreads and so on. So this is the first book I can choose from. The second book is also in Spanish. It's from the C course in Spanish that I read during spring 2005. It's a play. It's Luces de Bohemia by Ramon del Valle-Inclán. It's this one. It's Bohemian Lights in English. That much I found out about this one. It's a play, as I said, as you can see. So I think it's a rather quick read, but we'll see. The thing is that the whole book is about 300 pages, but this part is an appendix that I don't know what it states. It's suggestions on how to read this, or lecture recommendations rather, I think. This part is the play, and this part, that is, it's the play, and it's some information around the play, criticism and introductions and stuff about the author and so on. So yeah, in total, the stuff about the author and the play, it's 205 pages, so I think it's a rather quick read, although it's in English. Sorry, in Spanish. So yeah, this one is, it's a play, it's a sort of story. The characters and the story and the situations are very overstated, or I don't have the exact word for this, but it takes place during the Bourbon Restoration in Spain, at least that much I know. So yeah, that's the second potential read during the summer readathon of 2014. The third book is also in Spanish. It's also from the C course of spring 2005. It's Desengaños Amorosos by María de Sayas. This is a compilation book of short novels, not stories, short novels that she's written. I think it's a sort of a feminist novel or book. Rather, it's Desengaños is illusions, or yeah. So amorosos, it's, if you translate it, it's love or love disillusions or something like that, so I would say. It's about the women's right to culture, and it's a warning to women about men's game. So yeah, the third book I might read. Then we have a fourth book that's in Spanish as well, also from spring 2005. It's La vida es sueño by Pedro Calderón de la Barca. In English this title is Life is a Dream. So this one I know is translated into English. This is also a play. It's a 17th century play about the king Sigismundo is the name of the king in the Spanish version. I haven't got a clue what the name translates to in English, sorry. There's a revolution against him, and he has a son that he doesn't know on which side of the revolution, or if he's on his father's side or whatever. That's almost all I know. In the Life is a Dream, the title sort of reflects on or refers to the elusive existence of humans. So that's the Spanish books. Then we'll get to the English books. I studied English at university during the fall of 2005 until the fall of 2006. So this is from the B course in English, so this is from spring of 2006, and it's a very known classic. It's Othello by William Shakespeare, and it's in English, of course. This book is a bit strange as well. It's a play, as we all know. The play is only this part of the book. This is notes and appendix stuff, and this is an introduction to the author and the era and stuff like that. So I'll be reading that part. I won't be reading notes, and there are also very many footnotes in this. So I think it's an easy read, although it's a play, as we all know. Yeah. So it's about a marriage that starts off with a fascination, and it's jealousy and mixed in, and everything you can wish for. So Othello by William Shakespeare, the fifth book I can choose from during this readathon. The fifth. So this must be the sixth book. It's also a classic that we were supposed to read during the B course of 2006 spring. It's Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451. I really want to read this one, so I will prioritize this one. It's about a fireman named Guy Montag. His job is to burn books which are forbidden, being the source of all discord and unhappiness. Even so, Montag is unhappy. There is discord in his marriage. Are books hidden in his house? That's a bit of the blurb on the backside of this one. I think it sounds great. And the seventh book that I will be choosing from in this pile of shame. It's from the C course in English. That was in fall 2006. It's Brick Lane by Monica Ali. It's about Nazneen, who's 18, and her life turns upside down when after an arranged marriage to a man that's 20 years older than her. They move from Bangladesh to London, to the East End there, and she has to adjust to the new life, and Yeah. All of a sudden there's a man, a very interesting man, young man. He's called Kareem, and that sort of turns Nazneen's life upside down again. So yeah, that's all I know. When we had to read this, I think I got about 200 pages or so, if you go by the mark here on the back. So yeah, this is the book I'll start reading during the readathon. So yeah, the second to last book is Shame by Salman Rushdie. Or Rushdie, or I haven't got a clue how to pronounce his name in English. This book was also from the C course of spring 2006, English. It's a fairy tale about a boy called Omar. He has 3 mothers, because they raise him, and no one knows which of them are his real mother. He doesn't know, because all the 3 women showed pregnancy signs during the time but there were only 1 child born. So yeah, he's raised by these 3 mothers, and they teach him about shame, and this is going to help him in his future life. I haven't got a clue what this is about, but I hope it's good. So yeah, this one is also a book I can choose from. The last book I can choose from in my pile is my TBR Shame pile. Is a book I was supposed to read during my Danish course somewhere between fall of 2010 and spring of 2011. The book is in Danish, of course, and it's this one. In Danish it's called Vi de druknede, but in English it's called We the Drowned. It's by Kirsten Jensen, and it's a mother of a child. It's a behemoth. It's 600 something pages, and it's supposed to be very good. My course mates said it was extremely good, so yeah, I hope it is. I only gave him about 600 pages, 20 pages or something if you go by where the bookmark was when I took it from the shelf. This one is a family saga. It starts off in 1848 with, it takes place in Denmark, in Marstal. The men there, the seamen, go out and fight the Germans. Not many return, but those who do are changed, and it focuses on Laurits Madsen and his family. He comes back from the battle, but then disappears again, and his son Albert is going out to find him later on, apparently. I don't know much more about this, and I don't want to know much more. I want to go in a bit blind. So yeah, that's it. That was the 9th book in the behemoth of a pile for a readathon. But I don't plan on reading all of this book during the readathon. Instead, I plan on having a lot to choose from, and that I think I have. My goal for this readathon, this is the pile, so it's great. My goal for this readathon is to at least get these 2 read, Brick Lane and Fahrenheit 451. Because this one is a classic, and I really want to get it read now. It seems like a fairly easy read. It's only 230 pages or something, and this one is just to get it read because I'm tired of having it in my shelves, I think. But this is a much harder read because of the tight font and the very full pages. And it's almost 500 pages, or yeah, 492 pages, so it's going to take a while. Then that's the goal, to read these two. Everything else is a bonus, but I hope that I might get through one of all these lovely plays. One of them is a hope, and then we'll see. Everything else is a bonus, as I said. Those two. Goal, small bonus, super extra bonus. If I get through all these 9 books, that would be an enormous amount of reading I'll have to do, because yeah, We the Drowned are 600 something pages, and Brick Lane are for almost 500, and the others are rather short, but still, yeah, sorry, Desengaños Amorosos are almost 500, or passes 500 actually. So yeah, that's all for me for now. I'm not sure how much I will be updating you about this readathon, but I will try and get a review done during the week, so I can post it. But we'll see. The setting behind me is our kitchen, by the way. My husband is home, and I don't want to film by the bookshelves because he can hear me, and that would be a bit embarrassing. Sorry, the sounds from his game playing would sort of get in the way. Yeah, that's all. I hope you have a great day, and read on. Bye!